I'm live. Good morning. Thank you for joining me here today. And good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching from or connecting from. And for those that are going to catch it on replay, you are welcome. I have a very interesting topic today. But first of all, I'm going to start with a question. So, have you ever felt like maybe your bank account, you have your bank account and money just goes away, right? You see money go into your groceries, into your clothing, into even the courses that you buy, into the certifications that you do, subscriptions, bills, even the like in this AI age, right? There's so much maybe to subscribe to or something like that, and the list is endless. And if you're a family, like if you have kids, money also goes into their games and the things they play outside and all those nice things that make life truly worth living and beautiful. And of course, we thank God for the opportunity to have the money to spend on those things. But now, let me ask you a very crucial question. Have you ever felt like, okay, now money goes out, but have you ever traced to see the sources of income where money comes in? If it is only your job, then this message is for you today. Even if you say, oh, I do Uber on the side, or I cook for others on the side, well, I truly like and respect your side job, your side hustle. But this is also for you because you get to understand why I say so. If you say, okay, I make hair for people, well, I will tell you the reason why those things are tied to you being present versus when you have something that truly scales digitally. Okay. So now if this is familiar to you, you can either leave a comment or reach out to me, right? I think this is a very interesting conversation for today because I just want to show you how that cycle makes you a consumer instead of a producer. Because when you start to change that your mindset, right, of being a consumer and of being just a consumer and shifting it towards being a producer, that's when life truly begins to become free. That's where freedom is being defined. So let me show you how you can do that today without quitting your job. But of course, first of all, it comes with understanding. The Bible says, get wisdom, and in all you're getting, get understanding. So let me tell you what the reality is. And this dawned on me, and I think this was the mindset shift that really changed everything for me. That's what made me say, no, I'm not going to go in that route anymore. All that I explained just now, right? Paying bills and paying this and doing that. And well, what was coming was limited, right? So, well, not like it was limited to, I like my earnings are good, but I'm saying when it's just coming from one source, that's not good. Okay. So here's the reality. Let me just tell you, your job will pay you maybe twice a month, right? If you're in the West, I think it's basically paid twice a month for the most part. But money that goes out is hundreds of places that you cannot even, sometimes you're wondering, how did this money go, right? That means you're working for somebody else's business. So even that grocery is somebody else's business. The clothing brand is somebody else's business. Even the streaming platform, whatever it is that you do, those subscriptions, it's somebody else's business. So even when you know that you're working hard, that mindset is still a consumer mindset. You are still just a consumer and not a producer. When you start becoming even the Uber that I talked about, even whatever else, right? They're still in that space of being a consumer. So let me break it down. A consumer is somebody who just spends, right? But a producer is somebody who creates value and you get paid for it. So if right now you're giving your services to your job, guess what? You're servicing them. You're giving them value. So you're producing for them because you're giving your services to them, but it's just one organization. And for me, that's where I see that it is limited because I know that you definitely have more to offer. You have gained enough experiences, you have gained enough knowledge, you've grown, you've gone to school. So there's so much that you could be offering even at this time because it's whatever you get is limited to your job, right? So that's the reason why we're having this conversation here today. So do you feel like your job pays you so much, your worth, right? Does it pay you your worth? You can leave a comment or you can reach out to me, right, with this. Or do you feel like you're underpaid or are you just satisfied? Well, I'm just okay. Well, if you're just okay, it's not okay to just be okay. Even the rich people keep going for more because um, there's the Bible calls it prudence. You have to plan for the future. And it doesn't mean that you'll be scared or panicky about your future, but just putting things in place to make sure that things are secure for you as you go. Well, that's just it. So now let's talk about your job. Why I personally say that it will never be enough, even if you're a six-figure income earner, right, like me. it will never be enough. Just think about it. As your salary is designed to cover your present and save for the future, but are you actually investing so much as you would like to? If you're somebody who has kids, of course you have to plan for them, because the Bible says that a good man leaves an inheritance for his children's children. So is your job going to be able to cover this thing that the Bible has talked about that a good man should offer? So I find this interesting because, well, these were my own cogitations, I would say, that made me rise up and say, not anymore, not anymore. I've done it for 15 years and not anymore. Right. So you know that it's not going to cover that, the luxury trip you want to go for. No, it's not going to cover the retirement you want to fund your dream life and still come back to more. Well, yes, it can fund maybe your luxury vacation and things like that. But are you going to come back to more, or you're going to then work to make more and then save? Or what is that for you? Are you building a legacy for your kids? Because I have a business that will help you to build legacy for your kids, and that's the reason why I'm here today. So most jobs won't fund all of these things. Well, it may fund some of them, but it's not in totality complete. That's why even the Bible says that we should build in the morning, right? And build in the evening. That's where true wisdom lies. So the truth here is that if your income cannot fund both your present and future without, everything else, you are definitely still underpaid. Sorry to say that, but your value is worth much more than that. And we thank God for the opportunities to work, because it gives us leverage to, to live life graciously, to even be a blessing to others. But it's time to wake up. That's just the call for today. The time to wake up to build something else that will truly serve you and serve your future, serve your family. Because the moment you realize this, you begin to shift that mindset and you begin to ask questions. What else can I do? Right? So for me, it's not about quitting your job. It's about finding what works and doing it at the same time while you are on your job. So what would an extra 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 do for you at the start, right? What would an extra, even if it's 500, what would that do for you without you doing, continuously, likely doing or laboring to get to that level, right? And of course, a business is something that always grows. As long as you work it, it will start to work and produce for you. So that's where I come in today. This is the solution that I bring today, a digital business. And the reason I say this is because I feel like, if it's you saying, oh, I currently probably do Uber, I cook for people, I make hair, I do this and do that. Listen, like I said, it will not. I respect your, because there's value in all labor. I've heard the Bible say that there's profit in all labor, right? But that's still working harder or hustling harder instead of smarter. Yes, I'm not saying quit all those things that you do, but start to take a look at how you can build real freedom, whereby it is not when you're actively working. So, what if you're not able to do that hair? Maybe you're not able to cook that food, maybe on a day. That means you're not earning. That means your earning is still tied to your time, to your presence, and all of those things. But for me, that's not where true freedom lies. Build a digital asset, build a digital business that will pay you even while you sleep. And when I say even while you sleep, it's because it's digital. People reach out to me from Europe, all the way from Europe, all the way from the Americas. People reach out, right? So if this is what the digital landscape has provided, why are you not leveraging it yet? Because you can make money while you sleep. When I'm sleeping, they are awake and they are doing what they need to do, because they know they need to, also build their own business. That's why we say you earn while you sleep. That's why it's called passive income. So the solution I bring to you today is our digital business. It is a business that will transform and change your life. You're going to learn digital skills that will enable you to carry out your activities. You're going to be able to relate and meet with people who are of like minds, just like you, if this is something that resonates with you. You're going to learn how people get rich. You're going to learn how to invest the money that you make, so that you're adequately planning for your future, so that you can be an impact to somebody else, so that you can be an example even to those around you and to your family, of course, right? So there's no perfect time to start. You don't need a huge capital to start. All you need is a willing heart, a readiness in your heart that I want to make that change from being a consumer to being a producer. You're going to help other people build their own businesses. You're going to become a mentor. Someday you'll become a coach. You're going to be able to teach people, being a business consultant, helping others to grow, right? So all you need is your phone or your laptop. All you need is a willing heart and, of course, the commitment to do what needs to be done, because success leaves blueprints. In our business community, we have a lot of people that have made it so much in the last 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, right? And they're willing to teach us continuously how to do that. And we're replicating, and definitely we're seeing the results. In this community, everyone is seeing the results as long as you put in the work. So this is a call to you. This is an invitation to you. We always have our free information session, and we have it Tuesdays, Thursdays, and sometimes on Saturdays. So reach out to me. I'll be able to send you information that you need. I'll be able to, guide you through the process, help you understand what this business is about, and help you to know how you can leverage or start and scale your own digital business. So don't just think about it like a side hustle. Think assets. Think you're building something that is a digital business that is not bound or limited by, how would I put it? It's not limited by space and time, of course. So while your job pays your bills, just remember this: your business will build your freedom. So tell me in the comments, what do you think about this? Is this something that you're interested in? Leave a comment, let me know. Okay. So don't let money just flow out. You also be somebody that creates, become a producer, become somebody who's a help and an impact to others. You'll meet beautiful people in the community. Your mindset will change. You will grow as a person, right? So if you know that you're ready to move from just creating and like living and being a consumer to actually creating that freedom that you desire for your life, I'll tell you that the right time is now. So reach out to me or register on my link. I'm going to leave it in the comments, and let's build that awesome future together. I'm here to help you. I'm here to, guide you through the process, and hope this has blessed you. Hope this has been inspiring to you. I will see you on the inside. I'll see you again. Cheers.